Hey guys, good morning. Hope you all are doing very well. I'm doing well. I'm recording this video in the morning, so a warm good morning to all. And if you are in a good evening or a good afternoon, wishing you the same. And today we are going to discuss about cognitive process memory. And in the last videos we had a discussion regarding the different type of cognitive process in last 2-3 videos, and this is the continuation of that video, and I will post the link of the different steps of cognitive process in the description box. Please read and listen before starting the video. Shall we go to the video right now? So memory means a group of process which used to acquire, store and retrieve any information. So it is a process to store the information. So memory chips are storing the information. Memory system which helps to store the information. Memory is a process of acquiring information and it's a process of retrieving the information. So storing, we are collecting, storing and taking back, retrieving the information. That process is known as memory. So memory, according to Martin 2005, he explained that memory is a process of maintaining information over time. Memory is a process of maintaining information over time. And again, I will tell you what is memory means. Remembrance or recollection or our capacity for or the act of remembering or capacity to remember something after storing is known as, or after observing, after listening, after seeing. Okay, you are storing it in your in the memory part of your brain, and you are retrieving it. Means that process of maintaining information over a time is known as memory. Different people is having different levels of memory. Some people have more memory power, some people have less memory power. So simply that is a process to acquire, store, retain and retrieve the information. And there are three stages or three steps we can see in memory process, and they are encoding, storage and retrieval. Encoding, storage and retrieval, and these three stages detailedly we will study in the next slide. First thing is encoding. Encoding means simple meaning only. Encoding means converting the information into a particular form. That means you are seeing a color, or you are watching something, or you are listening to music, or okay, something, anything. So and that information you are converting into a particular form to store in your brain. That is known as encoding. When any information comes to your memory system from outside, the particular information needs to be changed into a particular form that your system can cope up with, or so that the information can be stored. So in a particular form only we can store the information, and that process is known as encoding. So something you're seeing or watching or listening, you're observing, that will come to your brain, and that will change into a form in which form we can store. So after storing, okay, after saving the thing, in which way or in a particular form that our system or brain can cope up with, so that the information can be stored, that process is known as encoding. So that is the first stage we can see in memory process or memory process system. So there are three ways of encoding we can see. First one is visual encoding, second thing is acoustic encoding, and third thing is semantic encoding. Visual encoding means you're seeing some pictures, okay, some drawing, some painting, some color. So and that thing how we will store. Second thing is acoustic. Acoustic means the sound, after listening some sound, minute to a very large high intensity sound, whatever it is. Then third thing is semantic. That means meaning. After reading something, you're storing the meaning of that thing. So three way we will encode the thing. Okay. First thing is visual, second thing is acoustic, and third thing is semantic. Okay. So that is the first stage of memory process. So I will give you an example for this encoding. How do you remember a PIN code, a passcode like 39056, 5036, 0036, 23056? So two type of encoding you will use to remember this PIN code or passcode. First thing is visual encoding will use. Visual encoding means you will look into that. You will read it. Like you will use your eyes, okay, visual encoding, vision, like 390, 5020. After that, one more thing you will use to remember that is acoustic coding. You will repeat with the help of your mouth 3350, 39056. So this is encoding. So you will read it and you will encode the things with the help of different kind of method, visual encoding or acoustic encoding method, okay, different kinds of encoding method in which way our brain or our memory system can store it. So that is the first stage of memory process, encoding. And it will take place in the short-term memory of our memory system. What is short-term memory? That we'll discuss in next slide. So that is the first stage of your memory process, encoding. So you are taking the things with the help of vision, with the help of sound, with the help of meaning, and it is storing in a kind of form which our brain can store it. Second thing is storage. So that is the second stage or process of memory process, storage. It means storing the information, means again in which the way and in which the format and how long needed to store. So three things we will concentrate in store, in which way we have to store it and in which format we have to store and how long we need to store. Based on that, in different part of the memory system of our brain, this thing will get stored. Two-way we will store, that is a long-term memory and short-term memory. So two-way we will store the information. Okay, long-term memory storage and short-term memory storage. Well, coming to short-term memory storage, I will tell you one thing, that normally adults can store around 5 to 9 items in short-term memory, that is STM. In a short-term memory, 5 to 9 items we can store, and we can store for very short time, 5 to 9 items in your short-term memory. So storage means the way we are storing the information, and three things we will think while thinking about storage, that is in which way and in which format and how long we will store. So based on that length of the storage can be classified into two: long-term memory or short-term memory, or STM. Next, that is the third stage of memory process, that is retrieval. So we have coded, we are storing it, now we are retrieving it back. It means getting the information out from the storage of the memory to out. You are remembering the pin code 3030 390. So that is retrieval. So simply one thing we can understand, if you cannot remember something, it may be because you are unable to retrieve it. You have some problem. You have some problem in the place of brain where the memory and the things are controlling. Am I right? So retrieval means getting the information out from your storage. So we can see three stages of memory right now. First thing is encoding. That means we are coding. We are in different format. We will make it in which way we can store the thing. Next thing we will store. After third process is retrieval. It means getting the information out from the storage. And if you couldn't retrieve something, means it indicates that you have some particular problem in the particular area of brain where the memory system is controlling. Then another thing is type of memory. There are different type of memory we have. First thing is declarative memory or explicit memory. Declarative memory, from the word itself you will get the meaning, that is declarative memory. This is the memory system which we hold consciously, intentionally, okay, purposefully, flexibly. If we hold some information in your memory, means that is known as declarative memory. Our brain's frontal lobe and the hippocampus, okay. If you read the anatomy, you will understand where the frontal lobe, that's the front part of your brain, and hippocampus is responsible for this memory. And these two parts are responsible for this memory, and any damage to your frontal lobe and hippocampus means you will get problems in declarative memory or explicit memory. This memory is depend upon your age, and when you're getting age, your explicit memory also will decline. When you get age, now automatically you will get damage to brain part. Of course, all body part will get damaged and impairment of the function. That may lead to problems in your declarative memory. Also, when you get age, your explicit memory or your declarative memory also will get decline. Examples of declarative memory means recalling some name. Okay, purposefully we are holding that information. If you want me to listen to remember my name Jasmine, or okay, like Zara just talk, so if you want to remember the name consciously, intentionally, flexibly, purposefully, you will remember. Okay, but you have some problems, like when you get age now, automatically your frontal lobe or the hippocampus is having problem, automatically you will forget this name. So the memory system which we call consciously, intentionally, or flexibly means that is known as declarative memory. Example for declarative memory is recalling name, a place, or all different name, or all different phone numbers, some car numbers, some particular place, a route, okay, map. All those things are coming under declarative memory. Next thing is type of declarative memory. There are different types of declarative memory or explicit memory we can see. In that, first thing is working memory. Working memory means short-term memory system, like figuring, mental calculation, phone numbers. Working memory. In the working memory, mainly we will keep phone numbers, some address, some mental calculation. So if you go to this area, we can reach into that place. If we catch that train, you can reach to that place. If you get connected train, you will get to that place. So some mental calculations. Okay, if you buy this, you can add this. If you do this, you'll get this bonus. So mental calculation, figuring something. Okay, then another thing, some phone number. So working memory means short-term memory, and short-term memory system, and working memory is a type of declarative memory. Second thing is episodic memory. Episodic memory means long-term memory system, means store information about specific events. Long memory storage means that is known as episodic memory. That is also a type of declarative or explicit memory. Like movies, some past events, last days program, celebration, like long things we are storing in our memory means that is known as episodic memory. Some episodes we are storing in the brain means that is known as episodic memory. That is also intentionally we will store, so that is also coming under declarative memory. Third thing is semantic memory. Semantic memory means long-term memory which store general knowledge, some general knowledge like vocabularies, some codes, some particular state names, some particular wonders of particular space, some specific things, some particular iconic things from the particular places. That general knowledge and particular people's names, some role models and favorite PMs, prime ministers, presidents, and some particular great personalities' name we are remembering and storing in the brain means that is known as semantic memory. So these are all the types of declarative memory. Working memory, that is short-term memory. Episodic memory, that is short-term, not short-term, that is long-term, but episode only we will remember. And semantic memory, that is also long-term memory, but general informations we will remember. If you read the example, you will understand it more. That working memory means mental calculation, phone number. Episodic memory, some last day events, some movies, some celebrations, etc. Semantic memory means some general knowledge like vocabulary, states and records, etc. Next thing is non-declarative memory. That is the second type of memory. It means current perceptions and behaviors without our knowledge, awareness, or intention. Okay, without our intention, if you are remembering something, means that is known as non-declarative memory. Okay, so declarative memory means already I told intentionally you are remembering. Non-declarative memory means without any intention you are remembering something. Some perceptions you have means some behaviors you have means that is non-declarative memory. It is controlled by cerebellum and basal ganglia. Declarative memory is controlled by hippocampus and frontal lobe means non-declarative memory is controlled by cerebellum and basal ganglia, and it remains stable with normal aging. That is the difference between declarative memory and non-declarative memory. It remains stable with normal aging, but declarative memory is not stable with normal aging. I will tell you some example, then you will understand easily what is non-declarative memory. Riding cycle. Until our last 12th, if you learn driving, definitely you can drive. If you don't have any health problem, driving a car, using a washing machine, remembering some songs, if you learn it, you will remember it. Okay, without intention also you can remember that. That is known as non-declarative memory. Another type of memory is short-term memory. The short-term memory, from the word itself, you will get the meaning short-term memory. The duration of STM or short-term memory seems to be between 15 and 13 seconds and capacity about 7 to 9 items. So maximum 9 items, but normally 7 items we will remember. Maximum 9 items, we can remember between 15 to 13 seconds. This memory will prolong. That is short-term memory. Example, what you had for lunch. If you had some 10 or 15 or 20 item, means maximum 7 to 9 items you will remember. Where you park your car, okay, like some parking slots and lots will be there, and some particular numbers will be there, means you can remember that. Okay, what movie we saw last, so you can remember some scenes and all. Okay, the duration of short-term memory seems to be between 15 to 30 seconds, and maximum 7 items you can remember in your short-term memory. Next is long-term memory. Long-term memory means storing an information over an extended period of time. Some like more than 1 year, 2 year, 2 months, means that is known as long-term memory. Okay, if you can remember something which happened before 2 months, means that is known as long-term memory. Something happened like when you say exam, last exam, what's the date of that exam, like birthday date and birthday celebrations, and what is the particular day, the marriage or some celebration, means that is long-term memory. Then next we will see some why forgetting occurs or losing memory. We had a discussion regarding what is memory, how this storage process will be there, encoding process will be there, retrieval process will be there. In different way we'll store the information in your working memory, in your semantic memory. So many things we have discussed right now, and now we are going to see why forgetting occurs or losing memory. What are all some basic reason for losing our memory, or why this forgetting occurs? There are basically 4 reasons we can see. First one is failure to store information. If you couldn't store the information, failure to store means if you couldn't store. What are all the reasons? Means like any problem in your frontal lobe, in your hippocampus, okay, in your basal ganglia, or any brain damage may lead to losing memory. Then another thing is interference of different factors. Might be financial, psychological, personal, emotional, social, anything. It depends upon the situation, and that may lead to memory loss. Another thing is purposeful forgetting. Purposefully something we will forget. Okay, if you don't want to remember that, you will forget that. That is another reason for losing the memory. Like purposefully, if you forget means definitely you will forget that. That is another reason for losing your memory. Another thing is failure to retrieve. If any damage to any part of your brain, any accident or something happen, means that will leads to failure to retrieve. So these are all the basic 4 reasons for forgetting something or losing memory. Failure to store information, interference of different factors, purposefully forgetting, and failure to retrieve it. Next, I will tell you some simple techniques to improve your memory. First thing is make simple thing only I'm telling, not a complicated things. If you follow this, definitely you can improve your memory. First thing is make reminders. You can make reminders. You have lot of instruments and machineries now to make or keep reminders and all. You can use pen, papers, or mobiles, or some phones, or alarms, or watch, or some particular things you can use to remind me something. So if you use reminders, definitely your memory will improve. Next thing is note it down. That is the basic thing. Okay, note it down. Okay, so when you note down, automatically that will help to improve your memory. Then understand the meaning of information. That is the main thing. I believe that is the main thing, and I will suggest that thing you practice to improve your memory. Just understand the meaning of the things what you're listening, whatever it is, what you're seeing, observing, watching, listening, whatever it is. Just understand the meaning of the information. Then repeat the things. If you want to study something, repeat it. You're studying memory right now. Am I right? Cognitive process memory. Read it, listen it many times, then automatically your memory will improve. And categorize and group. What exactly right now we are doing, it's categorizing the thing. Cognitive process, and there are types of cognitive processes there, like that I've told you. One day in one video, everything I'm discussing means you will get confused, but I've categorized into different video. Then if you click on each link, you will get each types of cognitive process, and that will enhance your memory, and that will give some easiness to understand the thing. Then do puzzle games will help to improve your concentration and memory. Mental exercise, there are lot of exercise will be there. If you go to a specific person, okay, a psychiatrist or psychotherapist, they will tell you about the exercises which helps to improve your memory. Doing puzzles is a mental exercise. Then social activities. If you are involving in social activities, we'll observe a lot of things. Your encoding will take place in proper way, like acoustic encoding, your visual encoding, your semantic encoding will take place in proper way, and definitely that will improve your memory. Then rest and sleep, guys, very important. You have to take proper rest and proper sleep. Then your body will get relaxed. Then your brain will get the life. Your hippocampus will get health. Your base of ganglia will get health. Your frontal lobe will health. Definitely that will improve your memory. And healthy diet also very important. If you click in the YouTube, I mean the Google, if you type like healthy diet to improve memory, you will get n number of food items which improve your memory. Definitely pick the good food and eat low cost energy rich food that you have to eat to improve your memory. So these are some simple techniques. There are a lot of techniques out there, but I'm just informing the simple techniques which you can practice every day in your life. Okay, if you practice this, definitely you can improve your memory. Then some factors affecting your memory. Some factors which affect your memory. First thing is the amount or stage of attention. The way you're attending and the amount of attention. This is a 20-minute video. At a time, if you listen full, you cannot remember. But 10 minutes of 5 minutes if you're listening, repeating the thing. Or 20 minutes you are listening and repeating the thing means definitely you can remember. So amount of information. Rather than that 20 minutes, I'm giving a 1 hour or 2 hour video means definitely really hard to remember. Then point, the way, like lot of paragraphs, okay, like many sentences in one page I'm giving, it's difficult to understand. Like point wise 1 2 3 or some bullet question point I'm giving, and I'm giving the answers means definitely it will help to understand and remember more. So the amount of image, it's amount of information you're storing will definitely affect your memory. Then concentration, your concentration level definitely affect your memory. Your interest, if you're interested to listen psychiatry, psychology, or any other thing, definitely that will fetch your memory. Motivation, you need a motivation from inside and outside to improve your memory. Then need, necessity, if you need it, definitely you will remember. If you don't want, definitely you will purposely you will forget it. Especially this explicit, like declarative, non-declarative memory and all completely depend upon our need. Then emotional stage, if you are in a healthy mental status, if you're not mentally handicapped, definitely that will give more memory. Then environment, where you are sitting, where you are doing the things, the comfortable level of your environment is definitely affect your memory. Then your health, if you're physically healthy, definitely you have a healthy mind and healthy brain, and definitely you can remember more. An age of a person, explicit and non-explicit is already I've told you, depend upon age, some kind of memory will decline. Then intelligence and maturity is all depend upon the person. Based on your intelligence, your neurons level, and maturity also, your memory level will be different. So these are all some factors affecting memory. Hope you understand, guys. So we had a discussion regarding what is memory and the different stages, that is encoding, storage, and retrieval, and types of memory, that is explicit and non-declarative memory, and different types of subtypes of non-declarative memory we have discussed. Then what are all the factors affecting memory and some basic techniques to improve the memory, as well as different types of things which we have to remember when we study memory. This many things we have discussed today. Hope you understand. Thank you, guys.